Hello, welcome back to Index Purger Part 2. Apparently I have this gun still. Okay, let's just shoot that guy until he dies. I'm starting to get the impression that the AK was better. Another thing that would be helpful is if, instead of just kind of vaguely having a blue dot, there's like a description of the weapon you're switching to. Like, is that guy friendly or not? I don't fucking know. Well, I ain't gonna stand back here and find out. Every time I stand in that fucking place, I get killed. Oh, lovely frame rate there. Oh, yeah. The frame rate goes from like 300 to 17 on a given fucking whim. Like, what the hell? And then I'm somehow not shooting this guy. Like, my crosshair is right on him. Okay, fuck the system. Let me run back over here and find a gun before my buddy dies. There we go. I got 4 dudes shooting a reinforced heavy. So far, this is like the only challenging guy. Oh, shit. Oh, did we finally... Oh, shit, no. What am I being fucking shot by? Oh, fuck, I'm stun locked. You could say instead of change your location, you could just say go to the clothsman store. Don't change your location. It's like, your location has been compromised. Go to the clothman store immediately. Fuck your sentry gun, bitch. It's like 3 medkits. Give me the other one. I need to use the medkit. Fuck the medkit. Alright. I go through here? Nope. It's a dead end. Oh, of course, I need to backtrack. But hey, on the plus side, at least it doesn't take me like 5 years to get there. Like, I can just fucking infinite sprint. Although it's like, can I just be this speed by default and then maybe press a button to walk or something? Half-Life 1, anybody? If you're gonna take one thing from Half-Life, please do that. You can just make it like Doom 2016. Nobody copies that correctly. The point of Doom 2016 was not go back to tacky old shit that's out of date and it no longer works. And is fucking quaint and boring nostalgic garbage. No, the point was do better while still having, charming shit from the old stuff. Like, innovate, actually. There's not many mercenaries left, or at least ones that won't kill, I guess. I don't fucking know. I didn't read that. Okay, so I take it I just gotta go through here. Okay, so I use the bag. Oh my god, I have a bag. Lovely. Okay, let me go put the bag down in the middle of the clothman. Store names are all kinds of funny. Like, why not just call it, like, Schwarts Clothes or something? Like, I got Best Burger. If I got the name of something, it'll be like a fake name. They don't just call a clothes store. They call it, like, the name of some store. Not just the description of what it is. They don't just call a place Burger Joint. They call it, like, McDonald's or something. Burger King. You gotta have a JCPenney in Russia or something, man. Very least. Yep, welcome back to Nova Prospect. The Imperial Stormtroopers are just coming in. Pretty typical. So if you don't get it by now, Half-Life's fucking boring, and you should never copy it because it's out of date and horribly bad for many reasons. First of all, the story. I don't know what the fuck I was ever doing. Nothing I did mattered by the end, and I was under the impression I was doing jobs for like this guy who didn't have a name. And instead I'm just now leading an army of Jesus for some reason. Who are the Combine? Why are they here? Fucking don't know. Don't care. Why are they aliens? I actually couldn't tell. Like, they'd all just look like a random dude in a gas mask. Oh yeah, because gas masks and, you know, typical SWAT police that you'd probably see in, like, Italy or France. Yeah, that's really alien, right? You could have done something cool like the Georgian Riot Police, or, like, some really, you know, crazy World War I art or something. Or hell, even War of the Worlds. Like, that. Hey, that seems like a pretty good idea they cut in the beta. All that, like, green giant shit. Looked pretty awesome, but, no, they didn't do that, because that'd be too good. Oh, it looked too dark and dreary. And, the actual game lacked any impact, because it was fucking way too happy, and, like, weirdly, you know, weirdly trying to be smug and cocky and arrogant for a hopeless alien invasion. Yeah, you know, all of humanity has been relegated to, like, a few cities. That sounds pretty dire, but I wouldn't be able to fucking tell you from the fact that basically they're just being treated like they're all 13 by the cops. They have, you know, police sticks. I mean, they don't really look like alien invaders. They just look like fucking Nazi Germany. Doesn't look very alien to me. Like, what do they do to them? They turn him into a shriveled ball sack if you misbehave. Okay. And then they put robot legs on you. Does that really scream alien, though? Does that really say, hey guys, these are alien invaders from another world? No. The most alien things I think I saw were like that three-legged hunter in the second episode, and then like the Vortigaunts, but that's because they were already in the first game. Or that alien fish that just appears in one cutscene and then never again. Like, it's so lame. Half-Life 1, you at least had like the US Army versus the aliens versus you and the scientists, and then you were going on through this like big-ass journey. There was like the opposing force expansion. They had like these, you know, asshole biker aliens who go and fuck up everyone's day. They had like the hound eyes and squids. Like, that was cool. Why didn't they bring that back? They didn't bring back any of the alien soldiers. You don't even have a Tau cannon that you can fucking shoot. Aside from like that one on the buggy, I guess. Oh shit, where the fuck am I? I'm blind. I can't see shit. Stop spamming me with flashbangs, you assholes. Fuck you. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm just pretending. Yeah. Like, Half-Life 2 was so fucking boring. You get, like, two alien guns that actually look kind of alien. Like, this is an alien invasion, guys. You could do something more creative than just send stormtroopers at me like it's a fucking Star Wars movie. Star Wars is fine, but it doesn't play itself seriously. Half-Life 2 did. That's a problem. Because you're trying to have me take this thing that's, you know, clearly not meant to be taken seriously, as if it's, you know, something I should be emotionally attached to, and I just can't fucking be bothered. Because it's really half-assed and lame and underdeveloped. People say, oh, the AI was terrible. The story sucks balls, too. There's no weight or impact from the first game. You don't know what the fuck you were doing, or why. Everybody acts like you already know who the fuck you are. Even though, why the hell am I Gordon Freeman? Like, I'm Gordon Freeman, but I do jack shit. There is nothing important I say or do throughout the entirety of that game. Other than just, hey, I'm a guy in an orange suit, therefore I'm important because they said I am important. You know, it's about as impactful as that, you know, that woman from Transformers who is just interested in the guy. Not that he, you know, does anything special or nothing, you know, not that she does anything special either. Just so unremarkable that they think the only reason they added her is woman. Therefore special. What, you never seen a woman before? Come on now. There's a few billion of them on this planet. Nothing unique, guys. Or gals, for that matter. Oh, shit. Did I survive the attack? Okay. Truly. But yeah, that's the same kind of bullshit it is, except with Transformers at least was like, by the end of it, trying to fucking be like a satire of how terrible people act and behave. And like, how, you know, everything and everyone is evil just by sheer nature of, you know, the number of people there are in this world who are evil, kind of outweighing the little bit of good that we tend to do. It's like, you know, might as well just say fuck it. Fuck the world. It's like some satanic demon shit where Optimus Prime is an evil asshole and the whole series is ended by him becoming like a dictator. Okay, well, you know, that's at least a clever spin on, you know, the whole Transformers thing, where the whole Transformers thing is about, you know, being the best you can be and whatever. The movies were all about indulging our dumbass fantasies and kind of being self-aware of the fact that, yeah, this is pretty dangerous and stupid and maybe you shouldn't do it. Half-Life 2 is just whatever the fuck it feels like. Arrogant assholes who constantly smile and smirk. The only interesting guy is depressing, boring. Well, I mean, less boring, I guess. Like, every character is just one of two people. Whiny or a bitch, or a whiny bitch. And that's it. I mean, compared to something like Halo, with Halo, at least they don't take this shit too seriously, so nor do you. And by the time they did take it seriously with, like, Halo 4 and Reach, I mean, it was pretty good because of the existential horror. Like, the sheer volume of aliens and your inability to kill them all and save the planet or save Cortana. See, that was impactful because you cared about what you were doing. There was all of these games of build-up, all of this development. And, you know, even if you didn't understand the whole ins and outs of the way all this shit worked, well, they at least told you enough to get you going. And then, you know, you could easily fill in the rest. Like, people will say, oh, what the fuck was up with that Halsey bit? They're kind of constantly spelling out the whole fucking point of the story. I don't see how this is confusing. They've quite literally screamed it in your face 17 times. Meanwhile, the story of Half-Life 2, I couldn't fucking tell you. You just go to places and shoot shit because I guess they felt like it was cool. It's bland, pandering bullshit that doesn't even give you all of this weight and impact that they say they fucking, you know, have in there. I find more weight and impact from Call of Duty, of all things, which is ironic because that's supposed to be this, you know, horrible game series that's constantly fucking padded out and, you know, copy-pasted for 12-year-olds, like Transformers. But like I've just said, when Transformers and Call of Duty have more fucking depth than Half-Life, I think that's kind of a problem. The only thing Half-Life 2 really has going for it are the physics. I mean, this game is so devoid of personality, aliens, or, you know, that cool environmental storytelling that made the first game so good. Just all of this weird, clumsy, very awkward theater presentation shit that I'm sure dumbass 9-year-olds who don't have any standards would love in 2004, but it's really just unimpressive. The story is bullshit. Dr. Breen is like the only cool guy. And like maybe the G-Man, if he could actually, you know, enunciate a proper fucking sentence before just leaving and being a non-committal piece of shit. There's like a bunch of guys in here. Dr. Breen is like the only guy who says anything interesting. Like, hey, did you know your contract was up for the highest bidder? No, I did not. I actually didn't even know I was on a contract or what that contract entailed. Could you please tell me more? I understand if you don't want to talk about this. I would fucking love to talk about this. Can you please get these two whiny assholes out of my face? Because I fucking hate them. I'm supposed to like them. Oh, well, I don't give a shit. The first Half-Life shows you how, like, menial games like Duke Nukem and Quake and Unreal Tournament had become. It was like a boring office job to just run through the numbers. And Half-Life just became that same fucking thing. You know, thank God they went off and just made Left 4 Dead, for instance, because honestly, it was really fucking terrible with Half-Life. I'm surprised they didn't abandon that shit sooner, because it's just an embarrassment. Like, look at this. I'll give this guy this. At least there's just some mindless shooting in here. That's fun. But maybe get rid of these retarded-ass flashbang effects. Need to take the bomb and explode the wall. I just pressed random buttons to find the tab key, so, you know. There we go. That's another thing I hate with Half-Life. There's no objective markers. You don't know where the fuck you're going half the time. It's like, oh, well, you should know naturally because there's a fucking light. You could shine a light up your ass, and that doesn't mean I want to go there. You know, you need to make the places that I go an actual interesting thing that's worth going to. Like, that's the thing. If it's just, here's a thing, here's a map, nobody gives a shit. Which is why Halo 3 sucks. That whole game was just, here's a map, here's shit. Half-Life 2, here's a map, here's shit. You go down the canal, here's a bunch of shit to blow up. If the whole game was just mindlessly blowing up shit, I wouldn't have the expectation of anything significant. But people keep touting how it's, you know, so fucking cool and innovative when it just isn't. Like, you got PsyOps, Crysis, Call of Duty, whatever the fuck else. Like, you could at least give me a clear goal and indication of where I'm going, what I'm doing, why, and why it matters. So here's a primary mission. Continue to do the job. What job? What have I been doing? As far as I know, I'm just going to random places and shooting people. See what I mean? Oh, yeah, crowbar. Dude, you really gotta just get rid of this Half-Life shit. That's fucking lame as hell. Alright, so... there's a few big guns here. I think I want that one. And I think I would like this one. Yeah, okay, I get it, man. You think you're Half-Life. That's pretty lame. Those bandages suck. Maybe the injector's better. This light rig is also pretty terrible. I'm gonna try medium. Keep getting killed with that shit. Alright, sabotage enemy mission, or, whatever, equipment sabotage mission. Oh. Primary mission. Okay, whatever. You attack one of the stores of mercenaries to force them to use bad equipment. Lower their skill. See, this is the thing that I liked in Metal Gear Solid 5. You could do, like, side missions, and it would have an impact on the main mission, too. I'm gonna go after their equipment, because honestly, those guys had some pretty good guns, and I'd like them to stop having pretty good guns. Because honestly, that's the thing. If they can deal less damage to me, I can deal more damage to them, well, that's even better. So, I'm gonna go do that. Half-Life 2 could have easily done that. I mean, how hard was it to just have you press E on a chalkboard, interact with this fucking map that they give you, and then you go off to fuck with the control panel, I guess. Okay. Where is it? Oh, excellent. 100 bullets, I like that. That's not a silencer. Well, at least it kills. I'll give him... yeah. That's better. Keep close distance at the control panel. Well, guys, we got that electronic music with a guitar. That means we're Half-Life. Really making a difference here. Oh, is that a bad guy? Engaging AI. Truly remarkable stuff. Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to sit here. Do I even need a gun for this section? How about this one? Let's find out what this one does. Oh, I like that. Fuck's sake, why do they keep throwing grenades? Oh, good, that healed me too. Ooh, wee, drugs. Okay, so he thinks he's fear as well. Excellent. Is that you, Max Paynes? Headshot with a machine gun, light machine gun, does not kill him. Needs to be another headshot. At least two. Oh, grenade. Motherfucker. Who's shooting me? Are you looking to stand around here? Yeah, why the fuck wasn't I using this? Didn't even know this was an option. Shoot him in the head until he dies. Him and his butt buddies over there. There we are. Alright, time to get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Alright, let's see if I can break out of this place. Oh, yeah, of course, you know. Typical. Great Wall of China. Remember, guys, it's advanced warfare. Atlas has the single largest military in the world, but they answer to no country. They do not sell policy. They sell power. They're a superpower for hire. I'm really digging the performance on this, though. It's probably the biggest thing I like. This game actually fucking runs well. Datascus, that is an excellent idea. I'm glad you have actually optimized your game to run at like 100 frames a second. I mean, obviously, though, there's a few sections where even on an NVIDIA Titan XP, I still have whatever the fuck happened over yonder. So I need to get their aim down as well. Hey, there's another thing. I chose this gun and the silenced gun. At no point would I ever like to use this piece of shit by default if I choose this one. So, little bit of critical feedback for you, dog. If I choose a gun, let me select the gun. And better yet, also, how about you give me a fucking menu, not this hub area bullshit that Destiny keeps fucking doing. It doesn't help that Destiny is also pretty gay, so, you know. Not a fan of that. Ever since they left Halo, they couldn't get Microsoft out of them. Like, you can take Bungie out of Microsoft, but you can't take Microsoft out of Bungie. And I'm sure that Bungie being in Sony now is no coincidence, you know. The quality of their games has significantly deteriorated in the time since Bungie has come to join their ranks, so, you know, cause and effect. There's like a sun ray here, but there's no sun. The sun is a deadly laser. Where the fuck is the sun? There's a lot of cubes. Oh, those are trees. Can I go to the trees? I'm gonna go look at the trees. Hey, fuck the base, dog. I'm gonna go look at those trees. Go frolic in the forest. It's a really fucking big map. Fuck you. See, why do you make a forest and then not let me go out there? You know I'm going to. This is just game design 101. Don't do this shit. If you put forest out there, you let me go to forest. This is the same shit that happened with Portal 2. And Left 4 Dead 2 as well. If you put a cool thing outside the map, like a Ferris wheel, in the Dark Carnival, and you never use it, but it's in every poster, fuck you. The same way, if you put a forest out there, and I can't go to this forest, why the fuck is there a forest out there? Why can't I go to that forest? I would like to go to that forest. Oh, shit. They sent in the lag switchers. Music's nice. Where's this target? Who's in the building? Okay. Alright, so that's not the way. I'm gonna go this way and see if that works. Okay, he's dead. And now I just run. Alright, I'm going to the forest. Fuck this place. I can use the item, but I don't need it right now. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs. You know, that's the thing. Winners don't do drugs. Drugs do winners. So don't do drugs. Hail Hydra. Yep, fucking reset it again. Alright, I'm gonna try the SP102. I'm gonna go medium, because apparently I have to fucking set my loadout every time now. I'm gonna go right down the middle here with the medium rig. And rig the building to blow. I'm gonna detonate the building. I need to set up all the sentry guns. Protect the one who sets up the sentry. It's a nice sky. It's very pretty. Okay, who's setting up the sentry? Can you come over here? Set up the sentry gun, bitch. Okay, how do I get these guys to details? What is details? Just the bag? Yeah, they're bags, okay. Sentry gun details. We don't need to put a fucking custom paint job on it, we just need to set the thing up, don't we? Okay. Okay. We'll set this up. So you need to get a new sentry gun model for this. This looks like something that a third grader made in Unity. I'm sure these are placeholders, so I won't be too hard on you. Pretty, unfortunate bog standard Destiny style, just stand next to the thing and fuck it sideways design. Because, you know, we need to really stand close to this sentry gun and proceed to molest it for some reason. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Bungie loves sticking sentry guns up their ass, but don't rape me with that, please. There's a better way to just design this shit. Let me set all three up at once, and then just send like a shitload of them at me. That way it's actually, you know, an engaging kind of experience here, because I'm sort of at a loss for what the fuck to say or do. Like, just other than, you know, stand close to the sentry gun and teabag this shit, because fucking hell, I hate Destiny style stand here and design, you know, defend the bullshit thing. Design. You know, it's really important. This fucking random model we just had in the library. Yeah, it's so important. You can just stand on top of it and rub your testicles all over it as much as you like. We tend to do the same at our office. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Nah, fuck that. I ain't standing next to that shit. This dude threw a grenade that has the radius of the goddamn fucking North Pole. So that's one thing you might want to work on there, buddy. Is being able to tell which team is which. Like, hey, at least in my game, I did like red versus blue. You're not going to be able to, you know, mistake which team a enemy shark is on. It's on the zombie team, and it's going to kill everyone. Or a dog, or an elephant. You know, it's going to be a little hard to mistake which side an elephant is on when it's working with the zombies and killing everybody like a fucking shadow elephant. You don't miss that shit. That shit kills you. Or shark. Or jellyfish. A flaming fucking jellyfish. Gee, I wonder whose side the flaming jellyfish is on. Probably the zombies, because they're all on fire. You're not gonna miss that. But did it need like some kind of color to tell you who's who? No, I didn't. And realistically, if I wanted to do something more simple, like, you know, just have them be in proper, like, camouflage as opposed to red and blue, I could do that easily. Just make them, like, desert green and fucking, you know, or not desert green, like forest green and, like, desert tan or something. Or, like, multicam. But I did go with an actual camo. It's, like, red and blue camo. So, it's a little silly. There's nothing wrong with being a little silly as long as you know your limits. Destiny, Half-Life, and other games like that did not know their limits, so they're just retarded and have spiraled into complete degeneracy. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to go into the middle of the gunshot, so I'm just go right here, you know? Just go right here. But hey, I do think the sabotage worked, because they couldn't aim or shoot for shit. So, I'm pretty happy with that. But I imagine this guy's gonna do the same bullshit as every other fucking game. Just, future reference, don't have it reset them anytime you take out their leader. I don't want that to happen, because if I take out their fucking leader, I don't want to go do that shit again. Just so they have shitty aim again. If I want them to have shitty aim all the time, you could just add like an easy, medium, hard setting even. Alright, so where are the fucking details? Just call them parts, the part bags. Is this the same mall from earlier? Yeah, it is. It's even got the same lights. Like, why is that light in the window bright there? I really couldn't tell you. I don't even know which level this is. Or which day, even. Does this have a save system? I don't imagine it does, because if I go to sleep, I ain't finishing this shit. Honestly, I think building sentry guns is a great way to make me fall asleep, because I'm struggling to fucking stay awake with this. You gotta change this gameplay ASAP, man. This is really boring. Just make this a horde mode. You do not need to tie this into the campaign. This is the same bullshit as Destiny, verbatim. Or Cyberpunk. which both suck dick. Games that suck dick, that don't show you or tell you why something is important, they just tell you it is important. You know, just believe them. This thing happens, so therefore it is important. Not that we're going to tell you why it happens, or why it's important, or why it even fucking matters, so you give a shit. I'm not even going to do that, because that would just take like 2 seconds to put a voice line in there that just says, you know, hey, the white dudes who are coming in from the ceiling are fighting the blue dudes because they stole their grilled cheese. And they don't like going without food because there's no food in this, I don't know, wasteland of white cubes and Gouda cheese and fucking destroyed malls and outer space Dreamscape 2007 skybox for, you know, like a few light years, so they're just fighting over the grilled cheese. And if they don't get the grilled cheese, they cannot go to Red Lobster and get the Olive Garden. I mean, it's just something, it's kind of stupid, but like, you know, if you're going to at least tell me there is more to it, go all the way. Why have this intro? Why have the Half-Life teleporting, this bullshit fucking train? Like, dude, come on. Skip to the part where I just shoot shit, and I would be a lot happier, you know? I wouldn't have been so critical at that point, but like, you've put in a bullshit section, and then there's like, oh yeah, this dude took my fucking crowbar, he was a piece of shit. Yeah, Gordon Freeman is a piece of shit. Get him out of your fucking game. He's nobody. He's just a stand-in for your player. Gordon Freeman's a fucking asshole. Like, the canon, you know, the canon path was that he was just a piece of shit. Like, is he supposed to be a hero when he fucking burns lunches? He sets entire fucking planets into slavery? No. This dude isn't a fucking hero. I need time to restore. Oh, I see we've got that same jumping physics from Necrovision here. So, that is to say, just at random, the physics will kind of bug out, and you're going to go flying for some reason. I do like the way this night vision looks. You just need some proper assets and models or something here, man. Alright. Now I can see. Well, I can't see who's who, but I can at least see there are people to shoot, so I'm just going to kill everybody. If a friendly happens to get in the way, then fuck them too. Oh, see, that was a friendly. How am I supposed to know that? Oh, he had like some numbers above his head. It's his gamer tag. Sick gamer tag 0056A4. Well, I just killed 0056A4 because he didn't give me any A1 steak sauce. I'm rather disappointed. You need to immediately put some steak sauce in the cloth store. Because the answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. Am I supposed to go over here and go protect the sentry? I think I am. Fuck. You gotta telegraph these grenades. Like, give me a grenade indicator. That shit is so fucking annoying when these guys grenade spam and every grenade is some weird fucking oil flashbang thing that puts black ink on my screen and then has like a tinnitus effect and chromatic aberration and then 50 other effects. I mean, it's impactful in the same way that getting fucking shot in the head is impactful, but do you think I wanna do that? It's like, yeah, this guy punched me in the nose. That was really impactful, but, you know, it's not really pleasant. I get that, though. It's a fucking flashbang. It shouldn't be pleasant, but, like, there's a difference between that and then just fucking being annoying shits all the time. So, maybe need to work on the flashbang, like, maybe just so they don't fucking spam it, like it's Call of Duty World at War. But otherwise... Oh, did I get it? Did I win? Where the fuck is the Clothman store? I think it was back here. Like, that's another thing. Dude, you just fucking reused another map, and then I'm fucking going into the middle of nowhere because the fire keeps turning off and on. No, wait, that's not the cloth one, that's the comm store. Where's the cloth one? I think it's over here, isn't it? No, it's probably just back to the comm store. At least I would hope it is. Because if it's not, then I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So, gameplay's pretty decent. I like the little character you made here. Cool environments. It's all like blocks and basically nothing right now, but I really don't know when this game starts and ends. Like, I'm just kind of throwing shit out the dark, but the whole Half-Life 2 thing, the reason why Valve abandoned it is just because it's not satisfying. It's not well made either. It was really half-assed and embarrassing. They went to something like Left 4 Dead because it really emphasized the kind of characters and emotions they wanted to portray, but, like, way better. I guess, is that it? Did I win? Did I win? I try, like, fucking day 18. I'd like to do a day 18. Day 14. How did I get this grenade? Oh, I have to press 4. Apparently I had grenades. Well, the more you know. I mean, I knew I had them, I just didn't know how to fucking use them anyway, but... Okay. Does this fire burn me? Yeah, it does. Now I gotta play this like it's Wolfenstein. Where do I go? I go through the fire. No, the fire just burns. Okay, well, I guess I win. Allahu Akbar. Oh, the first one went through the floor, but yeah, the second one didn't fucking kill me. So fuck this shit, I'm out. All right, so that's index Purger, I guess. I don't know how the fuck to progress. I guess it just stopped giving me objectives, so it's probably all he's got. But let me kind of just say in summary. Start with the good. I like the controls. I like the weapons. You do need to work on actually having a menu so I can bind this, because just using number keys is pretty gay. Also, just control for crouch. I fucking hate that, but pet peeves of mine. Thing controls well. The shooting's pretty decent. The music as well. The atmosphere with the kind of music and ambient sound effects here. That first half's pretty shit, though. So there's the negatives. Is the first half's kind of shit. Just get rid of the Half-Life shit entirely, man. Just cut to the chase. Just have me play as the dude where I shoot people. That's not hard. You'd probably save yourself a lot of work if you just scrapped those sections entirely. And you'd probably have a better game for it, because you wouldn't be focusing on dumbass, exploration bullshit where you're not shooting people. And you're just wandering aimlessly as you run out of interesting shit to see and do. So, in my case, because I don't fucking find any of that fun, I think it's really tedious, boring, and fucking stupid. And really, on repeated playthroughs, it's just annoying as shit, because there's no level select, and if there is one, it's just with the console, so... I'd probably get rid of those, so you could use whatever assets and whatever, time and money and resources you have on going all in on this, like, multi-path, like, military mercenary thing you got here. Like, dude, what the fuck was the teleporter? Oh, maybe you'll explain it later? Dude, just get rid of the Half-Life shit. Just get it gone. I don't care if you explain it later. You have fucking teleportation. I now take your story like 1,000% less seriously, because here's the biggest problem with Half-Life 2. Why the fuck is Gordon Freeman not speaking? He's not just me anymore. He's just a dumbass. If he just said, hey, I went to Dr. Breen's fucking place, you give me a pistol, I could just shoot him, whole game would be done in like 3 seconds. Like, you people want a logical fucking answer to the reason why Half-Life 2 sucks so bad? You have time travel. You have teleportation. You have instantly ruined your plot and any impact it can have. Because technically, I mean, the same shit happened with Halo, but the difference was Halo wasn't taking itself seriously, so neither was I. But Half-Life did want to take itself seriously. And if you just repeat that same mistake in your game here, I can't take your game as seriously because you're just repeating the same mistake that they knew was a mistake, and so they stopped doing it, and they did better. Left 4 Dead 2, they did better because they doubled in and doubled and tripled down with all of the character shit that they really wanted to do with Half-Life, and put it in a place that it was appropriate, not just you stand there, you are blankly talked to. No, you get to talk and, you know, there's a dialogue. There's all this random dialogue. There's all these procedurally generated events. There's tons of replay value. How about you double in on that kind of direction with the, maybe like some roguelike elements or some dungeon crawler shit. Have like multiple branching paths. That'd be pretty cool. Instead of just doing the fucking opening from Half-Life 2, but it's worse and there's less of it. You know, less of anything interesting to see. Because Half-Life 2, the only alien things I could think of seeing were like the Strider, the gunship, the Hunter, the Combine assault rifle, which is like the only gun the Combine has that looks remotely alien, and then the gravity gun. But of all of those, realistically, they already had a Combine helicopter, so it didn't make sense why they had a gunship too. Like, it's just another helicopter, copy-pasted. So, I really don't know what gives. Another thing you should probably do way less of, these sentry guns, and stand here, defend the bullshit sections. Just don't. Just please don't. For fuck's sake, do not do that. How about, if you want me to run to a place and then run back to a place, how about some super intense capture the flag shit where I've got to go steal the enemy's intelligence or something, or I got to steal their top secret Illuminati headquarter location files. I mean, if you're going to have me run from one side of the map and then go all the way back, dude, don't have me fucking build retarded sentry guns. Don't do that. Just don't fucking do it. How about you have the squad bring the shit over here? And then I just have to do this in the place. Like, why do I have to go back and forth? This is bullshit. I fucking hate it when they do that shit. It's so unimpactful and so uneventful. It's fucking lazy. Like, you're copy-pasting shit from a multiplayer game. Or a fucking survival mode in your main campaign. And it tells me you don't take what you're doing seriously. Or at least not seriously enough to where I should care. It tells me this is a game. We didn't care to actually make an interesting set piece. We didn't care to put in cool helicopters where you shoot shit down. We didn't care to put in vehicles. We didn't care to put in dynamic elements, characters, any interactions. No, we only cared about you just standing in a place, twiddling your thumbs until the enemies show up and then kind of shake you awake so you remember to play it. Which is this bullshit that Destiny does. Destiny and Destiny 2... and other copycats like fucking Anthem did, or you name it, any number of bullshit things that they keep adding to Call of Duty. It's just half-assed. It's lazy. I remember in Black Ops 3 where they were warning about, like, you know, all of this next-gen technology. The point was subversive in nature. Like, here's a next-gen game that's warning about how this shit's gonna get bad, and then it fucking did. That game aged fucking perfectly. That was great performance art and great horror because what it said and did lined up with events that happened in reality and are now problems we face. That's fucking great. That's great. But they're not going to do that now. So if nobody's going to do that now, you got yourself an opportunity to go and do some shit like that, or any number of things aside from just fucking sit here, defend the bullshit fucking sentry gun. Is this fucking Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2 is fucking stupid, lazy, and boring. Fuck this sentry gun. I don't give a shit. You want to have some elaborate horde mode, well, why not do something crazy like Gears of War, where, you know, instead of just upgrading your sentry, I could set up a proper defense, I could set up some barriers or some shit. And actually have it be a horde mode and not the main story. Unless you want to use your story as a tutorial for multiplayer mechanics, then write some compelling dialogue to get me from point A to B. Give me some compelling shit other than just telling me, go to this place and do this thing. I mean, if that's what you want, because it's all you can do. I mean, Battlefront 2 from 2005 is a great example of how you can do that. Or Homefront. Or Homefront the Revolution. Or Battlefield 2 Modern Combat on the Xbox 360. You can have these little in-betweens with, like, little, you know, news reels or, you know, little discussions. I mean, in my case, I think I might want to do, like, silhouette interviews and shit. I mean, Black did that. Black on the original Xbox. You can have a story that's kind of unrelated to the gameplay, but it still be compelling because you care about the intrigue and the mystery and the atmosphere. You know, you can make a world as much as you fucking want, but if it's not interesting to be in, who gives a shit? That was the problem with Half-Life. It wasn't interesting. It was interesting for like 5 minutes because it had cool graphics in 2004, but then all of like 2 or 3 years later, it was immediately outdone. And even before that, it was outdone on the PlayStation 2. You had games like Trespasser for Jurassic Park, Doom 3, Far Cry 1. You had Psyops. You had any number of bargain bin games from like Poland or Germany that did that shit better. But nobody remembers them because they don't work on normal computers nowadays, and they're not as easy to come by as Half-Life 2. When you have Half-Life 2 being shoved in your face as this great thing that it simply isn't, well, then, yeah, that's all it's gonna fucking be. Pretty mediocre. I mean, so far, this is a really unfinished product, so just gonna give you some, you know, tips and tricks there, kind of some feedback. I hope you can really kind of dig in more on this, like, army simulation, special missions, fix those loadouts for fuck's sake, and a few other things like these sentries. Just get rid of this shit. Like, this shit, I fucking hate this in games. I'm sick and tired of seeing this bullshit in games. This fucking dumbass tube model. You have really got to get rid of these fucking stand here and defend the bullshit thing. If you love these, like, that's the thing, game designers. You love this fucking stand here, defend the blank section so much. How about you fucking marry it? Well, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. That used to be a joke. But now they would just take this as literal advice because they can't seem to separate sarcasm or nuance from anything. Which is a real drag. Anyway, I really don't know where the fuck else to go, but, I don't want you to go all in on gun customization, because, like, you just don't overcomplicate this shit. I mean, hell, there were some cut ideas for a game like Body Count, which was like the spiritual successor for Black, like basically Black 2. It was made by the guy who made it, too. And he had, like, this idea of, like, Battlefield Bad Company 2 with turf takeovers and shit, kind of like Crime Boss Rocket City. But you would have had, like, 3 main bosses, and it wasn't so much like, you know, just one big city, as it was like 3 big, or 3 kind of smaller sections of, like, Cuba, Africa, and China, I think, is where you go. I can't remember specifically. That game was pretty cool, though. I liked the destruction of that a lot. But, in that game, they had planned to have, like, a story where you play as this dude from the network, which is, like, this spy agency, and you're having back and forth with these weird robot women who say and do cryptic shit, kind of like Atomic Heart, Except they had like a weird like digital mask that made them, you know, had their face like a woman, and they were kind of like that. Except instead of it just being steel mannequins with no face, they actually do have like a animated pair of lips or something. It was like very 1980s, very retro, kind of you know, the typical cyberpunk Tron nonsense that so many games keep masturbating to now. What they did, or what they planned to do, was they would have a story with like multiple choices and shit, much more destruction, and like a turf takeover where you had to go over these after these three bosses. It was very elaborate and extensive. Now the final game I think did have that, but it's just more vague and just very linear, go from point A to point B. Like, no games do slow motion either. Or when they do, it's just like this bullshit from Fear where it's like, press a button and... Like, that's not entertaining. What is entertaining is like the Call of Duty slow-mo, where you breach a room and it goes slow. So all those motherfuckers are like reacting in slow motion. They're like, "Arr!" Or whatever, you know? That's cool. That's really cool. And it makes you feel like a hero. You're saving that hostage, or whatever the fuck it is. More of that, please. Nobody's doing it. So, I mean, that, like some other ideas I could think about. I don't fucking know. I'll probably just shoot this guy a message, but I guess neat little game here. Thanks for showing it to me, man. Take care.